Ta-da! Can folks hear me? Okay, it seems pretty good. Hi everybody! Oh my gosh, it's been a minute. Wowee! I'm really excited to be back. For those of you who don't know, I caught that thing that's been on the news lately. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. There's this thing going around, and I was one of the chosen many to get it. So that was fun, except not at all. But now I'm back, and I'm okay, and I feel much better. And I'm not like 100% back up to speed. Like I'm still pretty tired and recovering, but all in all, I didn't have like that terrible of a case, all things considered. I was pretty sick for a good couple days, and then I'm still alive, and I didn't ever have an experience where I felt like I couldn't breathe, so I'm grateful for that. And now I'm back, and we can hang out again. Yay! I made it. So yeah, with that, we are moving right along into our Caribbean themed month. Of course, we're starting late, and I'm not going to be here the last week as it is, so I'm not really sure what we have planned for that. So kind of a weird month with everything, but obviously round of applause to David's amazing baking the past couple weeks. Mwah, chef's kiss. That was a lot of fun, and I had fun getting to be in the chat while isolated in my room. So yeah, with that, I'll ring us in, and then I'll talk about what we're going to be doing this week. So let's get started. Okay, so this week we're starting the Caribbean meals, as I said, and we're going to be doing trying to get the pop-out chat to work. I don't know if it's going to. We're going to be making Jamaican patties, which are kind of like an empanada, is what I'm understanding. But they're like an enclosed. Usually they have like beef and sometimes cheese in them, and so I'm finding that with a lot of the Caribbean meals, because they are more like meat-centric, that this month we're gonna have more like meat alternatives, or trying to like adjust the meal to make something more vegan. Whereas I feel like with Ethiopian, it was really easy to find just like vegetarian, vegan meals. This one's gonna be a little bit different. So instead of beef, we're gonna do a lentil quinoa kind of filling with a bunch of different spices. And then we're gonna be doing also with that a side of rice and peas using kidney beans and brown rice and coconut milk, which should be delicious. So yeah, we had the beans soaking ahead of time, and they really needed to get on the stove cooking because they're going to take quite a while. So I've gone ahead and put the kidney beans on to cook. So they're in there with one yellow onion, I think just a single green onion, a pepper, habanero pepper, and ginger, garlic, and then some dried thyme and some allspice in there. So those are going to be cooking for probably the next hour until the beans are soft, and then we're going to add the rice in there. So until then, we can start getting started on the patties, which should be a lot of fun. So for that, we're just going to get out a big old bowl. Whoop, 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 whoop. And we're going to start by making the actual pastry, the dough for it. So before anything, we want to make some flax eggs, which is when we mix the ground flaxseed with the water so that we can get an egg replacer. So I'm just going to use this cup. And so for every tablespoon, it's 2.5 tablespoons of water. So we're going to be making 2 flax eggs. So that's 2 tablespoons of, oh my god, 2 tablespoons of the flaxseed meal, and then 5 tablespoons of water. And it can just be lukewarm water. It's not like with the yeast where it needs to be warm. Also, I didn't even ask, how's everybody doing? What's the 411? How's everyone's life been going? I feel like I've been kind of out of the loop. And we're just going to mix that up. And we'll just set this aside and we'll add it once we have the butter and the hey, that's good. Getting in shape is good. I haven't been getting into shape at all. I've been laying in bed. Actually, this isn't quite simmering, so I'm going to put it up a little bit higher. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. So for this, we're going to want 2 cups of flour. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like I've honestly been really chatty the past couple days because I didn't have anybody. I mean, like, my roommates were there and I talked to a Sweeney daily, but like generally I like wasn't really talking to people for a long time, and now I'm like, oh my god, I feel really like I've been much more like, I don't know, conscientious of like I'm probably talking more than people care to hear about, but whatever. I'm just so excited to be re-entering civilization. Okay, so that was 2 cups of flour. And then we also want half a teaspoon of turmeric and half a teaspoon of salt. Okay. So then once you have that mixture, yeah, I mean, I'm just still here alone, so I might as well just like talk a whole bunch. What else am I gonna do? I feel like this stream's also maybe gonna be kind of long. So yeah, get ready to hang out. So yeah, with this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the butter into the pastry, which I'm just going to use my hands for because I find it to be way easier than trying, like, especially those, like, I don't know what they're called, but the, like, pastry thing where it's the handle and then it's, like, the 4 prongs. Kind of looks like a whisk in an alternate reality. I don't really like using those very much. I find them more difficult, and then I end up using my hands anyways. So we're just going to do that. So I'm just, whoop, cutting the butter up. And throwing them in there. So it's going to be 200 grams of whoops, 200 grams of butter, which this actually will end up being more like 226, I think, total grams. So I might leave out a little bit of the butter and then we'll see if we need it. And for this, it's important that the butter is solid. You want it to be kind of like cold, so it's not like melting into that. It's like creating more of a textured, hard thing. So you want it to be like a sandy consistency where it's kind of like clumpy but not soupy. So making sure that the butter is cold and like taking it out of the fridge right before is a good idea. So I'm just going to leave this last corner and then I'll add it if I like need it. And now that I've touched the butter a bunch, now I'm going to wash my hands to make sure that my hands are nice and clean for touching the butter and the flour. Has anything exciting happened in anybody's lives? Warm butter feels so good on the hands. That's such a weird, such an odd statement to make, really. It's fine. It's okay, but it's just like warm butter. Mmm. Mmm. Okay. Maybe I should start with we don't have one of those things today. Maybe I'll start with a fork. Oh! Okay, I'm gonna start with a potato masher just to like mash up the butter a little bit more. This might not be a good idea. Probably won't be, but butter. Oh, butter. Butter, 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 butter. When I was a kid, I definitely couldn't pronounce, well, I think really either of my brother's names, but definitely not Garrett. So I think I would call him not brother, but Butter. So that's a cute fun fact about me. It's pretty adorable. I think I was pretty bad at pronouncing things. Somebody texted me, but I'm not gonna look at it. Somebody texted me. This has such a nice smell to it that it's just like very lightly. Ugh. I suppose so. Butter's always been there for me. You know? Not really. I never use butter, actually. It's very rare that I use butter in anything. I see it as kind of one of those things that honestly, like, people think is more useful than it actually is. I don't know, maybe that's a hot take. starting to get that somewhat nice flaky consistency. There's definitely still like chunks of butter in it, so I'm gonna work it for a little bit longer. So I'm gonna like make a hot take here, and I don't want you to get offended, David, or anything, but if I'm being honest, butter to me is kind of like a lazy flavor, where it's like you could add spices or other like interesting things, but it's kind of like butter's one of those things where it's like if you add it, it'll taste good, so I can just add butter. Which I don't know, this seems kind of like sometimes it's good, but other times I just feel like it's like, eh. I'd rather have like cardamom and cumin and like other complex flavors, but I don't want to offend folks here. Yeah, so this is getting pretty like, I feel like, yeah, sand-like is kind of the best thing, where it'll clump together if you try to clump it together, but it's not like clumpy. You can kind of like mew 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 mew. Okay, so I feel like that's pretty good. I know. This whole time we thought David was an atheist, but he actually was a butter believer. Imagine your religion. Anyways, that's dumb. Should I add this last bit? I feel like I kind of might as well. Actually, I don't feel like doing it, so I'm gonna leave that there. So yeah, now we can do. Yeah, the latest pastafarian. Okay, so this is like kind of gelatinous. It's not as, it's pretty good. I think it should be good enough. So we're gonna put that in there. And then just to give it a little bit more liquid, is this a quarter cup? Yeah, quarter cup of water. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, now my hand is really wet. It's getting all sticky. Wow, yeah, this is moist. It's very moist. I love how the turmeric just gives it like a little bit more yellowy of a color, and I'm sure the butter is also helping, but it just seems like such a nice, rich yellowish. I don't know how well you can tell on the screen. So I'm just trying to get this into a ball without like without overworking it or anything. Just kind of trying to get into one thing. It's definitely like pretty moist. It feels like I don't know. Maybe if it chills, it'll probably be a little bit more solidified, but it feels really like gooey right now. But I'm sure if we roll it out, we can get more flour in there. Okay, so now that my hands are dirty, I need to bum 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 bum. Okay. It says to wrap it in film paper. Kind of hate that, and I don't want to, so I think I'm not going to, and if that ruins everything, so be it. I'm just going to get out a different bowl and plop it on in there and probably cover it with a plate or something to try to keep it all up in there. Honestly, the flax with it makes it look so pretty. I love how the flax just gives it like such an interesting color with it being having the brown speckles in it. Very nice. No, that's okay because it's like still in there. I'm just gonna do this makeshift thing. Okay, look. Perfect. Okay, so we come over here and we're going to check on the beans. Let's see just like how solid. Ah! Don't bend me. I'm sure that they're still like very solid, honestly. I might turn it up a little bit more just to try to get it like, you know, buzzing about. Ah! That was loud. Okay. We'll wrap up this little bit of butter. So now, yeah. Honestly, it feels like so moist right now. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm stubborn and I don't want to use plastic, so sue me. Sue me. Tea. Ah, yes, the filling. So, we're going to cut up the other onion. Ah! Which, this is like a pretty chunky onion that is growing and probably not all edible. So I'm just going to cut it off. So it'll kind of make up for it for being so big that we're cutting some of it off. Also, newsflash, I adopted 2 kittens this week. Ah! And they're so cute. Yeah, I mean, probably we should have used it a while ago, but it'll be okay. We're cooking. All of the bad stuff will get cooked off of it. It'll be fine. No worries. anyways, so we don't know what we're gonna name them yet. So if anybody has any ideas, that would be really helpful. Here, I'll put up a picture. My eyes are wanting to cry. My eyes, my eyes. Okay, let's see where they at. Where they at? Okay. I think I'm gonna see that. They're like 6 weeks old. There's a gray and white one and a black one. And they are so precious. He's like really, sorry, the black one's like really much more adventurous and chatty, and he's like a cuddler, little cuddle bug. So, yeah, we haven't really thought of names. They are, they're so sweet, so precious, little tiny things. But yeah, we need help naming them. So I thought Smokey and the Bear, like Smokey and Bear, might be really cute because they're gray and black and I don't know. But Sweetie doesn't even know who Smokey the Bear is apparently, which seems like fake news to me, but whatever. So that. I also really like the name Boomy, like from Avatar. So we need like another, I don't know about Avatar related names. Yeah, you should be sorry. Ruining my perfect name plan. No, not really. I don't know how I feel about it. I do think that it would be cute to have them named that, but it's not as funny if Sweetie doesn't get the joke. I need him to like my jokes. Whew, phew, phew, phew. Okay. Now I'm starting. Ah. So there's Boomy. What other names? Dusty, maybe, for the gray one. It seems like a good name. I think that it could be really cute if they had like matching names. Because they are brothers. Turner and Cooch. Is that from? I feel like that's from a movie, show, something. But I don't know what it is. No, we're not naming the cats Cheech and Chong. That would be so dumb. That would be like so dumb. We can name Arthur and what's Arthur's best friend's name? From, you know, the Child TV show, Arthur. I feel like it's like initials. I don't know. I guess, well, other than the fact that Sokka is annoying, we could go with Boomy and Sokka. Or, I thought that it would be kind of funny if we had Boomy then to name, like, one of the Fire Lords. Like, we could have, like, Sozin, or, I don't know, really any scary Fire Lord name could be fun. No, yeah, Buster. Isn't it Buster? Buster's the rabbit, right? I freaking loved Arthur. Boomy and Ozai. Although I think Boomy is with one U, so you should probably learn how to spell our cat's name. I think that could actually be really cute. I don't know. I can't decide right now over chat. And I feel like we probably will wait until, yeah, it's only, yeah, isn't it? I think think it is B-U-M-I. Not B-U-U-M-I. It's too many U's. It's not all about U's. Anyways. Should I do this part on the griddle? No, I shouldn't. I'm gonna try this bean, see how solid it still is. Yep, pretty solid. Delicious. But it does have some good flavor to it, frankly. With the allspice. This burner kind of just decides sometimes that it doesn't want to work. So I don't really trust it very much. Also, we're going to want some water on boiling. Which you could put in a pot. I'm just going to put it in the kettle just for ease. Garbon. And actually, that's not bad. We could name them different types of beans. I kind of love that, actually. Okay, yay, it's working. That's good. Sometimes it's pretty questionable. Okay. I'm just reading over the instructions just to make sure I get it right. Okay. Okay. I don't know about kidney, but pinto is like kind of really cute. And Zozo is cute too. Also, what the heck am I doing still wearing shoes? What is this? The Pentagon? I don't think that we have celery seed. The recipe calls for celery seed. I don't think that we have it though, so I didn't really include it. And I'm not going to include it. So that's what we got there. So we're just going to skip right to the onions. Whoops, that's kind of a lot, but oh well. Oh well. Ah! It got me. It got me. So we're going to try to caramelize the onions. Basically let them cook down, and then once they kind of start to get a little bit browned, we're going to add a little bit of the boiling water. So in the recipe it calls for like rum or sherry, which we don't have rum on hand at ECM. And I felt weird. I wasn't going to give out people. Anyway, so fan? What? Oh no. Again? A second time? Really? You're gonna want to stir these frequently and just make sure that they are all good. These can go back in the fridge. Yeah, no, good thing that you did. I just had it on because of the onions when I was cooking them. But, yeah, then I forgot about them. So, yeah, we do not need the fan on. And now it seems so quiet in here. Wow. I'm going to prepare a bowl for all of the ingredients just so that we can pour it right in. Yeah, so we are going to be adding half of a cup of red lentils, half of a cup of quinoa, and then we want to do paprika, allspice, pepper, salt. And I didn't do this with the deliveries, but since it calls for celery seed, I might just put a little bit of celery salt in just to kind of make up for it. So yeah, we're just gonna put a little bit of cumin. This cumin kind of sucks actually. It's just like the lid is perpetually getting caught, and I just am like, which I kind of generally am also like, I don't know. Most of the time when I'm putting spices into things, I just take the lid off and throw it in so that I can put more in than that. Shoot. I think that I've gone through pretty much this entire thing of allspice today. TBH. It's been a lot. Okay. Some cloves. Just a little bit of that. A sizable portion of paprika. Ooh, that was a lot. Some cayenne. Teaspoon of salt. Some nutritional yeast. And I think some versions of patties have cheese in them, so it's probably just to add like a little something to replace the cheese flavor is what my assumption is. Obviously, if you don't have yeast at home and you want to cook this recipe, it even says like optional, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. These are looking great. Gonna leave them on for just another minute and then we'll put some water in there. So, yeah. Oh, I didn't add that celery salt. Where did I put it? Where'd I put that? Oh, it's right there. Ha 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 ha. Everything is fine. Ooh, ah. Presentation bowls. Wow. Right, we'll let that evaporate off. Well, now I'm sleepy. Now that I've stopped moving for like 0.5 seconds, I'm tired now. Whoopsie daisies. Wow, so these look great, I must say. I must say. It's like some onion soup, right? No! I think I need water more than anything. I haven't drank a lot of water today. Just things that are liquid but not water. Okay, I'm just gonna set that there. Whew, yeah, now I'm tired. My body is definitely like not happy with me trying to like do as many things as I used to do. Like I really feel like the whole just like you, I don't know, yeah, the recovery is kind of, and I don't even have it that bad, like in all honesty, like I'm much better, but I mean, I think that it's partially being cooped up, but I think it's also just like being sick. And I don't know. There's definitely something about COVID that like I was so fatigued at the beginning, and I was like, God, I don't understand like why it's so hard to do things. And then it just kind of was that way whenever I was sick, where I was just like, I was trying to go outside and just like do simple things in the garden, and I would do it for like 20 minutes, and then I'd be like, oh my God, like I am like really, really wiped out. So I think that my body's just still coping with that. Okay, so we're pouring this in there, and then we're just gonna cover it with water. Ooh, that smells so good. Might be a little bit too much water. We'll see. We're gonna cover it and let that cook down. Well, I suppose we could start rolling out the dough. That might be a good idea, but I feel like it might be a little bit too early for that. I'm sure that won't take very long, but we might be at a waiting part, at least for like a couple minutes. I kind of wish, so with the rice and peas, there is an option to just use canned kidney beans, and I was like, no, we don't need to do that. It probably would have been a smart idea. I would definitely say, especially if you're not like looking to spend the evening cooking, to just get a can of kidney beans. And then you can simmer it with all of the onion and green onion and spices or whatever, for a reduced amount of time. You don't have to cook through. Yeah. Hiya. Yeah, I think that we could probably at least start rolling out the Yeah, I might actually need to wait for that. What are your thoughts on Topeka? Are the Manhattan or Riley County schools opening back up? I know that it's like pretty controversial. I think that generally acting like the pandemic is over and everything can get back to normal is not a smart idea. I know. I wonder about also like, because I've heard that like kids aren't really getting the virus, or if they are, they're not passing it to adults, supposedly. So like, but I'm wondering about like, okay, so maybe that's like kids under 12 or something like that. And like maybe it could be more safe, or like okay, like maybe I don't know anything, but like I'm wondering if there's like more of a risk of like high schools opening back up where people are older and maybe more likely to get the virus. I don't know about what it says about like teenagers, versus like 5-year-olds and things like that. I'm wondering if there's a difference. I think that generally, I mean, I think that education is important. I will say, with my experience, if everyone's burdened with hospital bills and like not being able to work and all this other things, like that is also really detrimental to our economy. So like the idea that our economy needs to get back to normal, like it's not going to if everybody is sick and a percentage of the population is dying. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm saying I think I'm generally not interested in schools opening back up. But you know, I don't know. Like I was homeschooled when I was a kid. Fun little Mary fact, if you can't tell from everything about me. No, I actually have been told that before. This isn't maybe a good thing, but people have told me before, they were like, "Oh, I'm surprised that you were homeschooled because you seem normal." So I don't know what that means, but like that's nice. I don't believe them that that's how they perceive me, but you know, whatever. Anyways, so I don't know. Like my mom was like, yeah, like when the pandemic kind of first hit really hard, my mom was like, oh, like you know, there's a big push to homeschooling now. Everyone wants to homeschool. Um, and it's kind of like, I don't think that that's like a choice. I don't think that people are like positively reacting to having to homeschool their children when like they haven't done math in 20 years. Like, I don't think that that's something that like comes naturally to a lot of people. Um, and yeah, so I don't know. I feel like okay, that's interesting. Um, I feel like that's such a huge class divide, though. Honestly, like just like I mean, obviously COVID has just exacerbated a lot of um, discriminatory elements. One of them definitely being like obviously more Black people are dying from COVID. We all know this. Um, and just in general, like yeah, kids whose parents aren't working from home and can't take off work, they're gonna have to go into school and get sick, whereas kids with their parents both at home aren't gonna. I don't know. That just pisses me off, kind of. But I mean, I think like I totally think that like having both options is, I mean, probably good. It's better than just saying like, no, you have to come to school, right? So I don't know. It's just such a mess, God. It's just like everything is so bad. Like it's just. Wow, this is actually coming out pretty good. I gotta say, it seems kind of meaty. Sort of. I mean, it's brown, so that's interesting. Oh, I'm so glad. Um, um, Yeah, I don't know. I think I generally, like, I worry more for the parents and for the teachers who are going to be there, because I feel like they're probably at a much higher risk than the actual kids. But I don't know. I mean, like, kids still, it's not like, I mean, I don't think that's like 0% of kids. Like, I think probably, especially immunocompromised children, right, still have like not a good time. Yeah, I don't know. But also, I'm applying to like work as a preschool educator potentially, and I might do that. So, I think that it's probably not that they're less prone to getting it, but they're probably just more likely asymptomatic, which would be my assumption. But I haven't really, yeah, I haven't really like researched that or anything, so I don't know. But that would just be my guess, is that like kids are still probably passing it around one another. Who knows? Do we know anything? Is anything even real? I don't know. Okay, these are feeling a little bit more squishy. Okay, the beans are like a good way there. They'll probably need, I think, I'm gonna say 15-ish more minutes, and then we can add the rice in, and then once we add the rice, I think that's another hour, but maybe hopefully 45 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Honestly though, it probably won't. I would imagine that it won't actually take that long, because I mean, it is brown rice, but I still feel like brown rice, it's not gonna take an hour, hopefully. I'm gonna look at the dough. It's chilled. Alright, it's starting to thicken up. I think I'll leave the lid off. Let it kind of cook down. I think at this point, so we have to let that, like, take this off the heat and let it cool for a bit, but I want to say that we could probably start rolling out the dough. So I'm going to put this, I'm just probably going to, so clean, so clean. Ah! Sorry. This looks amazing, if I do say so myself. Oh, I'm so excited. That'll be on for like probably a couple more minutes, and then we'll shut the heat off, take it off the heat. I feel like I'm going to be impatient, and I might get to a point where if it's not cooling fast enough, I might put it in the fridge for just like a minute, just, you know, like a couple minutes, just to try to get it to cool. I don't know if that's bad, but that's what I want to do, so. Okay. So I'm just gonna flour the surface. I should have floured the thing, honestly. Whoops. So we're gonna roll this out and, ooh, oh my god, never try to be cute and leave my hair. Shouldn't have done it. We're going for about a half or a quarter inch thick, actually. So we're just gonna. What have the cases been like in Topeka, actually? I haven't really seen much for Topeka. I would assume bad. Yeah, I just floured the pin, okay? Okay. So, I need to look at the picture again to know exactly what shape I've got them in. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. It's probably like that. Okay. Okay, so we're taking this off the heat. I'm gonna put it over here. Ah! Ooh, there was not enough flour on that side. I'm still feeling like these could be thinner or smaller. It seems ridiculous that I only got 3 out of. We're gonna have all different shapes. Yay! This is a perfect square. What are you talking about? Okay. These are decently soft. So I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna add the I want to say it's 3 cups of rice. Oh yeah. Okay, so first we're gonna add 2 cups of the coconut milk. Which should be the rest of this, but just make sure. Ooh, it's gonna be like, oh, so close. So close. It's barely under the 2-cup mark. So, I'm gonna add that. And I think about 2 teaspoons of salt. And then we're gonna come in with 3 cups of rice. There's 1. Still rice over here. Okay. It's such a pretty, like, pinkish color, actually. So I think that we want to turn it back up. Yeah. So once you do put in the rice, you're going to turn it back up and cover it again and bring it back up to a boil so you can simmer it a second time with the rice in it. Ooh. What do you mean not the rice? Anything but the rice? What are you talking about? What? What? Oh, yeah, I did spill some of the rice. Ha 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 ha. I'm really bad, honestly, at like shaping dough into good shapes. It's like not a strong suit of mine. Ah. Okay. There we go. And I'll just... Yeah, it's gonna be real good, if I do say so myself. Ah! Okay. You still really toasty? Yeah, you are. Seems like. Okay. Kind of sloshy. I'm gonna put this in the fridge. Ooh. Time for you to go down, boy. We're just gonna put that in there just for like a couple minutes. Hopefully it doesn't break anything from the heat. Oh my goodness, calm the heck down, folks. Folks. Okay. So, yeah, once the filling cools down, then we're gonna fill these bad boys up, and then we'll put them in the oven for I think 20 to 30 minutes. So I think it'll end up being, everything will be done at the same time. But we'll definitely be like waiting for food to finish at the end. So that's fun. thin these ones out a little bit more because they are more. It is fun, yeah. I will say I feel like I have definitely been in a not happy mood for the past 2 weeks. So I'm finding it a little bit harder to be enthused about things when everything was, oh yeah. I might just try to leave it this big and just try to like, yeah, we're gonna have like a wide variety of sizes, which is kind of fun. I don't know about cooking evenly, but it'll be fine. Whoops. Ah. Oh, wah. Oh, wah, ah, ah, ah. These might be thinner than a 1/4 inch. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. Let's check on it. Oop, it's still hot thing inside cold fridge. Nice. It's my water bottle. Water bottle. I kind of don't feel like pie if I'm gonna be honest. No, it's fine. I'm just gonna sit here and stand here and everyone can be bored. I'm gonna wash my hands though. So, as I am driving, does that just involve picking a hibiscus and boiling it, or is there something different to hibiscus tea? I've never made hibiscus tea actually, but that would be fun. That could be a fun little thing. So basically like a year ago, the air compressor in my car broke. And I was like, I'm poor, I'm not fixing it. It's just the AC, so it doesn't, like, I don't even need AC, I'm fine, I'm not a weenie. So blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, I'll get it fixed when I have money. And, Chef Google, mwah. 6 Michelin star, Chef Google. But seeing as I am making like a super long road trip in a week, with two very small, delicate creatures in the car. I got a little bit more like, I should probably get that fixed so that they don't die. So anyway, so I took it to an unnamed mechanic shop here in town. And despite me looking up air compressors and them being like, you know, like the probably the most expensive one was like $250 on like eBay or whatever, I don't know, or some shop thing. So I was thinking, you know, okay, so it's $250, and then, ooh, this is looking so good, my goodness. My goodness. So it's gonna be like, you know, $250 for the air compressor, and then I don't know, 100, or it's at the top. So what I was told at least was that like, because the air compressors are like right on the top, that since it takes less time because they don't have to like get into the middle of the engine, it's less labor cost. So that should be not super expensive because it's not taking them like hours and hours to, you know, get to the right spot. I don't know. But anyway, so I go in there and I'm thinking that they're gonna give me a quote of like maybe $400 at most. It's a Subaru Forester 2010. They call me yesterday, and they're like, yeah, so it's gonna be $11.50 plus tax to repair the air compressor. And they're like, and it's not even the full because the filter of it is fine. So it's just like the clutch part that's bad on it. And it's like, yeah, it'll be at least $700 for the part of not even like a full air compressor or something. Or maybe it is a brand new air compressor, but still not the filter, which is like the actually expensive part. $11.50. So I was like, sorry, hun, no. So I'm gonna try to go get other quotes, but also I bought off of that website that shall not be named and is, you know, the devil incarnate. I ordered like 2 like cigarette lighter plug-in fans. So I'm just gonna have one. I'm probably gonna like wear like a bralette or something during the whole trip and have a fan pointed at me and a fan pointed at the kittens. And hopefully that's good enough. Roll down the windows. I don't know. I'll probably have to, once they get here, like, I don't know, maybe drive out to like Tuttle Creek or something with that on there, but yeah, ridiculous. So, kind of like, excuse me, no, what kind of money you think I have? Maybe I'll get it fixed. If it really is going to be that expensive, which it shouldn't be, because I talked to my friend who knows cars, and he was like, yeah, that's dumb. If it really is going to be that expensive, I'm waiting until I have a big girl job. What the heck? You think that I am going to spend more than half of my bank account on some air conditioning? Are you joking me? And that's how I feel about that. Okay, this is definitely cooling down. We're gonna leave it probably for like 3 more minutes. Well, maybe more than that. I might stir it and then leave it for a couple more minutes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do it. I'm gonna make hibiscus tea. Yeah, exactly. He was quoting just the parts at $700. Like, I was like, excuse me, I'll buy it off eBay, have my friend fix it in his garage. Like, uh-uh. Yeah, and I even said to him, I even was like, oh, really? Because I was looking at the parts and it seemed like, or maybe I didn't say I was looking at the parts, but I was like, oh, I was assuming it was going to be closer to 300. But, you know, I'm just a stupid woman going into some big smart man mechanic. So what do I know? Yeah, that probably is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna go outside and I'll pick some hibiscus, and so you guys can sit here and, I don't know, hang out in the chat, say what your favorite part of a car is, and then I'll make hibiscus tea. Okay. Don't worry, guys, I'm back. Ooh, beautiful plates. So I just got a rundown walking outside, and Christian, our boss, was outside, and she just said, she gave me the whole lowdown for the tea. So I'm going to, maybe I have to put a little bit more in here. So she said, boil 4 cups of water, and then remove the, actually I feel kind of bad. So just for like a little fun botany lesson, hibiscus plants actually, so if we look at like the most basic flower, right, there's the sigma style ovary, which is the female part of the flower, and then there's the pistil. There's the pistil and then there's the stamen, right? And they're separate, right? The anthers, the filament, all of the pollen. But so on hibiscus, this is the male part of the flower and it's actually on the female part of the flower. So the pollen has to just get up here and then go down into the ovary, which is really interesting. So it's kind of like a modified flower. But we are going to take that off. Ding! Which is kind of fun, actually. I kind of really like these. I'm just going to set it aside because I don't want to throw them away. We're going to rinse them off. moisture? I don't think so. Ooh, this smells so good. I'm going to take the lid off because I feel like it needs to evaporate some off there. So we're just gonna, I'm not gonna put it in plastic. I ain't about that life. Hot stuff in plastics are generally not my thing. So she was saying boil it. Boil the water, pour them over the flowers, and add lime juice and honey, and then let it sit for 10 minutes. Or I'm not sure if you're supposed to add the lime juice at the beginning or the end. I'll just add it at the beginning, and I'm sure it'll be fine. Ha ha ha. I can have hibiscus tea, which seems delightful. Oh, I didn't see you there. I don't know what I'm doing. I apologize. Okay. So, I think at this point, let's see. Are you still toasty? Honestly, no. You're pretty close to being lukewarm. Yeah, it's like a little bit warm, but I think it'll be fine. And maybe I'm skipping the steps and everything's gonna go wrong. So at this point, I'm gonna turn that on, and I'm gonna get some cookie sheets. Everything's fine. Don't even worry, guys. We're all good. Whew. Sorry. Parchment paper. Hey chat, do we have parchment paper or do we just have wax paper? Because I might just lightly oil the pan. I feel like I've ruined things before by accidentally. Yeah, I'll just lightly oil it then. Ooh. What am I supposed to do? money. I just like started pouring it, and I was like, that looks about 4 cups. And then I looked, and it said 4 cups. My goodness. Yeah, this is looking great, but frankly, there's like a lot of water in there right now, so we don't need that much water. Also, it's hot in here. Okay, I'm giving you a second. No. Okay. Okay. Oh, Kenoki. So I'm just gonna get a spoon. Spoon. No. Oh dear. Oh lordy lordy. Okay. Maybe a morsel more. And more, some more. Okay, then we're gonna fold it over. Boom! Check that out. Oh, I forgot to get. Okay, so you're also gonna want a cup of water, and then just like use your hand, same way that you would with dumplings, right? Where you take your finger, and then you just kind of lightly put it on there to seal it. Then we're gonna tuck it into sleep. Good night. Sleep tight. And get a fork. One with them real good tines. Whoop. Whoop. Oh God. I think that I should probably flour the fork. They do look quite fancy, don't they? Ta-da! Okay, so I think I'm gonna get a spatula. This is kind of the scary part. Ah! Yeah, I'll get them right in the mail. ASAP. Direct flight to all of Canada. Okay. Oh no, the screen went black. Hey. Okay. Me? I'm not paying postage. Postage is expensive. Too much. And in this day and age, These are kind of beautiful, I gotta say. It looks, the filling, like, looks delicious, I gotta say. And I'm imagining we're gonna have some left over. This is so scary. I feel like they're just gonna, like, oh shoot, I might have put in a hole. Ah, there's holes. That one might be a hot mess. Yikes. This one's kind of a smaller one than those other two, so we're getting some fun shapes. Oh, water. This one looks good. Okay, you need to go faster. Okay? Okay, buddy? We're getting there. We are getting there. Oh, this is gonna be so good. There's like a big chunk of ginger in there. Whoops. Oh, whoops. Ooh, and this hibiscus tea. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. I'm gonna try filling it a little bit more. I'm thinking that it having more slack is making it a little bit more like I know. It's stressful. We don't mess around here. Real Food Live. Psh. It's the real deal. Ooh, okay, this one's really cute, I gotta say. This might be the cutest one. It's pretty cute. Yay! So here's the first 4. This one, don't look at that one. That one is, I think the last one looks really cute. Sweet. Since it's still preheating, and ordinarily I am anti-preheating, but I kind of want to do this recipe right. So I'll wait, and I'm gonna prepare another baking sheet with some oil. I forgot that was hot. Arrgh. Oh geez, that was a lot of oil. Oh geez. Oh geez. I wish that I knew what a Murloc is. That like a Pokemon? I didn't play Pokemon as a kid, and I don't understand anything about it. I mean, I do. I saw Detective Pikachu. Okay, like I get Pokemon now, you know, but I'm by no means an expert. Also, can I just say how beautiful? There's still some ants in there, but how beautiful! Like once you pick all the flowers off. Oh, World of Warcraft. Don't play that either, so I am ignorant. Oh shoot. It's fine. It's still clean. I'm just gonna roll this out a little bit more. Okay. The skillet more? Do you mean of the food? This stuff? This seems really oily. I'm just gonna Metro Station it, you know what I'm saying? Shake it. Okay. Okay, this one seems like it might be like almost too full, but we're just gonna, this is an experiment anyway, so. Here, maybe. I don't know if I can, really. Sort of difficult. I'm gonna stir this real quickly. Oh, beautiful. It's definitely got some more evaporating to do. Turn to medium. I'm gonna put these guys in because it's still gonna take me a couple minutes. And let me double check how much time. I think it's 20 minutes for these. Oh, wait. I think that I'm supposed to do... Oh my god, I totally forgot the coconut cream. Ah! It's too late now. You know what? Okay, so the ones in the pictures also have fork punctures in them. So I'm gonna do that. I can't believe I forgot the coconut cream. Ah. My bad, guys. Ah, frick. It's hot. Okay. And 25. I'll just be on a different timer from this one. Yeah, I think without the coconut cream. In the other recipe, the coconut seems much more essential because that's like a huge flavor, but I don't think that it's as important in this one, so it'll be fine. My bad. But if that's, maybe that'll be the worst mistake. Hopefully these don't end in disaster. Just kidding, everything's gonna be fine. I definitely think like around this size, like that seems like a really preferable size. Especially I would imagine eating it, like it's kind of hand held. Just gonna add a little bit extra flour there. Okay. Can't forget the water. Fold it over, fold it over. Oh my god. Oh my god. I feel like that one might have a hole at the bottom of it, but I really like the, I mean, I definitely use it mostly as like a hand towel, which I like because I can't kind of be bothered to like, I don't know, be clean. It works out well. It works out well to have a just someplace I can promptly wash my hands. Also, I do think that's good because I do have a tendency to like ruin shirts. I feel like my mom, honestly, because my mom would always do that where she would like cook and then get like oil all over a shirt. So I feel like I've just become the same person and have oil. But yeah. I've only been using it when I come in here. Like I haven't been using it at home. But I also, because of my living situation, I don't cook a lot at home. So yeah, probably when I move and it's like my own kitchen, I would imagine that I will use it frequently. Especially since at that point I will not be doing this anymore. Yeah. Okay. This one could have been a little bit more full. I'm counting on that one. I think that one's going to be the nicest one. Oh, you guys can't see that. This one, I think, is going to be the nicest one. Oh my gosh. Folks, it had a film. I was not even paying attention. Let me turn that down a little bit more. Ooh, it's sizzling in here. Oh yeah. Okay. I might do a taste test of this on its own. He cooks all the time. No, I'm really looking forward to us cooking together. I would not, no. I think that we are too not into gender roles for me to be like, actually, you're not allowed to cook. That seems too much. But no, I'm really looking forward to like us getting to cook together. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. This is beautiful, by the way. I'm going to, it's probably been more than 10 minutes. I'm just gonna leave this in there. So we're getting lime juice, which she didn't really say how much to add. So I'm just gonna do a little swoop, a little swoop, whatever, and honey. Which, don't look at our store-bought honey. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay. I'm gonna get a pitcher and fill it with ice. I'm try to, it might be too hot. Oh, it's so good. It actually tastes a little bit, maybe I'm just getting confused because of the color, but it does taste a little bit beady. It needs a little bit more lime and a little bit more thyme. As in the construct, not the herb. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there for a couple more minutes. Oh, I'm gonna try this. Oh my god, this is so good. Ah! I mean, what did we expect, right? But, oh my god! I cannot wait to taste this in flaky goodness. I'm so excited now. My goodness. My goodness. Okay, we're getting real close on these guys. I still got a little bit excess water, but I think we're pretty close. I don't want to add a little time. Don't tell me what to do. No, just kidding. Whoa, I hadn't realized how much this had solidified. We should really put it in a jar and heat it back up. Can you see that? It's like... Oh, I shouldn't have done that so close to the microphone. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna fill one of these little pitchers with ice and then haha, I've tricked you. The peas are the beans. They just call them peas. That's just the traditional name for them, but they're actually technically beans. Haha, you've been fooled, fool. Let's check on these guys. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, I think that we do probably have peas still in the freezer from like many, many moons ago when they were purchased for back in the days when we ate in person together. Somebody was like, I need all of these peas, and then they didn't use the peas. And now we've had peas in our freezer ever since. And I've tried to use them, I've tried to incorporate them into other dishes, but alas, there are still bags of peas. I think a little bit more honey actually, and then I think that's really good to go. What am I supposed to do? I've been singing to the kittens a lot lately. All like 4 days that I've had them or whatever. I think they really like it. I think that it's helping us bond. I think it's good to sing to your pets. Also, maybe I'm like the most lame person ever, but every time I have to leave them, I put an effort to hold both of them and tell them that I love them and kiss them on the head. So I'm kind of the best cat mom, you could say. Although I will say I'm like, here, this is a fun poll. I'm like generally like not into when people are super like, they really are gonna be really spoiled. I'm really not into when people refer, or at least people can do whatever they want, but personally, I think it's like kind of weird when people are like, my son to their pet, or like make an effort to be like, it's my child. I don't know. Feels weird. That just feels like a term that should be reserved for human beings. But what do I know? Okay, that wasn't smart. What do you guys think? How do you guys feel about like referring to animals as your children? I just feel like it's too much. I think it's also, maybe this is kind of sad, but for me I think it's like the lifetime where it's like, I feel like a parent can, yeah, I feel like friend is a good term. Friend is a really good term because, yeah, it's like not, like owner feels very much to me, but, it's so full. I'm just making a straight up mess here. I'm so sorry. Sorry for the loudness. Yeah, owner feels very like formal and weird to me. To say like I'm a pet owner. I own them, but yeah. Guys, this is actually really good timing. Like these are finishing at pretty much the same rate, so hutza. Check me out. Just trying to clean up a little bit so that when we do the grand reveal, it's not like a hot mess in here. I'm gonna try the tea though. Oh yeah, that's good. I definitely added like quite a bit of lime and quite a bit of honey, so it's like really nice and sweet. Plants love their pigments. Oh, we're getting so close. We are down to about 7 minutes for the first ones that we put in, and 12 minutes for the second portion. So, it's nature's Kool-Aid, of course. I don't know. I do not know how the term Kool-Aid came about. You could ask Chef Google if you wanted to. I don't know. That is true. It did make you a pretty cool kid. Real talk though, I was so whenever I would like be in a situation where the like twist off bottles were, which are like, I think my like freshman year of college when I was like, oh my god, purchasing things that whatever I want, you know, kind of thing. They're like a 6-pack for probably like less than $1, I think. But those things, man, if you're at a birthday party and they have those things, heck yeah, it's pretty legit. You guys know what I'm talking about? The like cheap, nasty, tastes like chemicals basically. Like the plastic bottles probably seeping into the Kool-Aid where you like twist it off and you just delightful. I'm gonna shut that fully off. think we're about 5 minutes away from the pastries. So hold on tight. We're almost there. I'm kind of twiddling my thumbs, trying to wait for it. It's so hot. Anybody have any, I don't know, weekend plans? Any plans in general? Any fun in their lives? Oh my goodness gracious. I'm too excited. Me? No. I don't have any plans. Yeah, actually, yeah. I'm gonna party out of control with my cats. And that's it. And they're gonna be terrified. They're gonna be like, this woman adopted us and she's crazy. Wow. Oh, we're getting there. We are getting there. I think we're gonna need a couple minutes longer than the timer should go off in like 1 minute. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That'll be nice. Yeah, I got them like the little mice, that have like a little bit of catnip in them. I was like, oh my god. Am I gonna like hurt their brain development if they give them catnip when they're babies? I don't know. They need to be at least 25 and their brain is done developing in order to eat, in order to get catnip. Catnip! Okay, I'm gonna put on for 3 more minutes, I think. What am I supposed to do? I need to stop opening the oven door is what I need to do. I know, they're gonna be little like weed stoner kittens, honestly. Can you imagine just coming over to my house and just them both being just like, what's up? I can make some little mini sunglasses for them. They're just perpetually hungover. They're so cute. My kittens are so cute. If I didn't feel like it was dangerous to like have them around here while I'm cooking. That would be fun to like. Yeah. I don't know if it's the stovetop or the. It must be the oven because the stovetop's off. I don't know. Yeah, but they're so small, like, they kind of get lost easily. I mean, we could have found them, but it would have been, like, hard. Also, I'm trying to, like I've had them at my friend Dalton's apartment because they're not allowed to be in my apartment. So, they've just kind of been there, and I feel like they already are gonna, I don't know, it probably is good, especially since I'm gonna move with them, to get them used to other places, but I haven't really done it yet. I'm waiting for them. I feel like I'm still trying to just get them like fully comfortable with me, and maybe in the next couple days I'll like take them somewhere else, because it's probably good to also just like get them at least somewhat used to the car, because I mean we had an hour ride back from Topeka, but yeah, it's probably good to just be like, this is a normal thing that we're getting in the car before they have to get in the car for like 12 hours. Ah. What am I supposed to do? What it probably is, the auto fan is probably because I keep opening it up and releasing a bunch of heat. Smart. But I'm so impatient. I want to see them. It's really inconvenient that we don't have a light button where you can just turn the oven light on. You have to open it up. My life is so hard, I tell ya. On top of the oven. I see clear, bake, up, down, up arrow, down arrow, broil, clock, timer, clean. Oh no, wait, you're right. Haha, I always forget about the, yeah, you got it. Ooh. Okay. I think maybe like, yeah, I got you now. Now it's on. I think maybe like one more minute. I'm getting impatient. I think I'll start to make up the plate, and then I'll have one of the. I'll have some of this. Ooh, ah. Did we get the camera fixed, or should I just hold it up to the top camera? Ah! Nice. The fan shut off. Way to go. Okay. Gotcha. baby, they're sizzling. I shouldn't have done that. I pushed down on it. It just. Thanks. Try it right now. Is it?
The red button means it's on.
That's right. I knew that. Ooh, check it out. These look so good. My goodness, my goodness. That's kind of the ugly one, but it still looks so pretty. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, and here's the rice and peas. I mean, pretty standard rice and kidney beans. So that's that.
On the plate together for me.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm just letting them cool.
Very cool.
Here, now that I have this, I can take you over. They're cooking in there. They're cooking! Don't ignore that ugly splotch. Ugh. Okay. These should be ready in a couple more minutes. I'm gonna... I think I threw the spatula in dirty. Yeah. Alright, another spatula. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna wash the other spatula. We're gonna leave those in for like another 1 minute. I say. Okay. So exciting. Okay, I'm gonna flip it over again. And then, yum! Beautiful. Little brown crispy edges. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Okay, enough of that. Let's get trying. Hot, 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 hot. Yeah, admittedly that is like the prettiest one. I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. This is still pretty hot, so I'm just gonna try the rice and peas and give that just like, I'm just gonna give that a minute, you know. I'm expecting this to be like pretty coconutty. It has 2 cups of coconut milk in it. Oh. This is actually more flavorful than I thought it was gonna be, because it's like decently coconutty, but the onion and the salt is like still really prominent in it, so it doesn't feel like overly sweet or like desserty. Like it still is like pretty savory and frankly pretty good. This is definitely like a really good option, I feel like, for your like, especially if you used canned, probably like a really easy weeknight quick dish to make, or just like easy more so than quick. But I do like it. I think on flavor or like taste, whatever, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna add like a 6. It's good. Ooh, you can taste the pepper in it now. It is good. It's nothing like out of this world. Like it's rice and beans. But for rice and beans, I feel like it's really, really good. So that is pretty tasty, I must admit. I definitely like the pepper in it, the coconut. It's got some complex stuff going on in here, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm a little bit terrified this is gonna be like way too hot. It's like pretty crispy, just holding it. I think it honestly, it might need a little bit more salt. Or at least to me. I feel like it could use like a little bit more salt. Yeah. Also, like, I feel like I like umami flavors, so maybe it could use like something a little bit more savory in it too to balance out the sweet coconut. I don't know. Hot. Ooh. Okay, yeah. I could see that. A doll over it. That does sound pretty good. Of the like very small morsel that I just tasted, amazing. So delicious. Of the pastry. Or the patty, but it is a pastry. I ain't gonna burn myself, but oh, this is so good. Oh my goodness. Um, it's pretty gooey. I mean, it's pretty mushy. Um, you can't. It's pretty consolidated. Also, like you can't. It's not like you can tell like I mean, we use red lentils, right? So it's gonna be pretty. I almost said dilapidated, but you know, like mushed up. The quinoa doesn't do anything to counterbalance that. So it is pretty mushy, but like in a good way. Like especially because the dough, the crust, is like really crispy and also really buttery. So I think it works really, really well. This is so good. Yeah. But I feel like that was kind of the intention of the recipe, was to try to make it like pretty pasty on the inside. So, um, as far as, oh, I didn't do the difficulty of the rice and peas. Probably like a 5, maybe, probably less if you're gonna just use a canned beans. I didn't think that it was like that labor intensive. Like I feel like I have tried to cook black beans before, like when we were having a real food lunch, and they were like not deep crunching themselves. Which I honestly don't think I had ever cooked kidney beans from dry, but like they're perfectly fine, and that didn't take like that long. So I would rate that like a 5. This taste, myself of making these that it's probably, yeah, I think that, sorry, I got distracted. The quinoa does feel like there's probably it's probably for a little bit more stability, because it doesn't seem like it's like oozing out or like really goopy. It's pretty structured goop. The flavor of the crust I think is really good. It's pretty buttery, but like in a good way. I know I was trash talking butter earlier, but it definitely has a nice crispness to it. Yeah, I think that I'll rate this a 9 for flavor, and probably like an 8 for, no, probably closer to a 7, 6.5 to 7 for difficulty. I feel like as far as pastries go, it wasn't like that hard. Like if you want to try cooking something that you've never cooked before, like this is pretty straightforward. And it's different, it's fun. So yeah. Okay. Hooray! Well, I think with that we are ready to wrap on up. If anybody has like any announcements, anything that they want to plug, want to bring up. So next week, this same time, we're gonna be making jerk. We're gonna be making, which it might also be interesting. So we're gonna make like jerk chicken wings, but out of ground chickpeas or maybe chickpea flour. I'm not fully sure. But yeah, I definitely wanted to do something that was like jerk flavored for our Caribbean month. So it's that, and then it's a pepper pot, which is like exactly what it sounds like. It's a pot of a bunch of peppers and veggies. So that's what we're gonna make next week. This next Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, next Tuesday, I think, are we doing the medicinal herbs one? So our sustainable kitchen episode, we're going to be talking about like the medicinal benefits of different food. Double frozen tofu wings. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, I was like really surprised. I found this recipe and I was like, all right, let's give it a try. So I think it'll go well. It's just like food processed chickpeas, I think. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, with that, next Tuesday, next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central Time, we're gonna talk about the like medicinal benefits of different plants or different like veggies, fruits, herbs, and how to kind of incorporate them into your diet. And yeah, I think that is vegan Nashville hot tofu. Okay. Okay. I'll try that out. That sounds really good. Yeah, any other announcements? Anything else that I should have mentioned? I feel like that's all. I'm getting like really warm in here, so I'm a little bit like, okay, let's finish this up. So I'm gonna get the bowl and I'll bring us out of here. And if anybody has, we do not have a Discord. If you do the like our social medias, we have an Instagram, Facebook, and the YouTube is basically we just edit these videos and we put them on there, but no Discord. But that is an interesting, I hadn't really thought of getting a Discord before, but maybe we will. So yeah, I'm going to bring us out, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys for joining me. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend. Try to stay calm in all of the chaos. We're doing great. I believe in you. Okay, signing off now. Thanks for joining us, guys. Bye.